This woman is in a time of famine. Elijah's in a time of famine. He caused the famine. And now he's making this woman feed. A famine is a time when you have resources, they're just running out. And I believe there's some people in this room today, you've got some resources, but they're starting to run out. You've got it, but it's starting to run out and you need a new supply. So Elijah shows up to this woman. He meets her at the city gate. Now I don't know about you, but I just kind of pictured a widow woman who's, kind of like something on Wives of Orange County. I mean, she's living in a mansion. She's got a full entertainment system. She's got a Bentley sitting in the driveway. And he walks in, and she's like, hey, why don't you go hang out in the pool out back? Elijah goes in the pool because the creek dried up. So now he's hanging out in the pool. She brings him some lemonade, brings him some iced tea. You closed on Sunday, you my lemonade. She brings him some lemonade and some iced tea, and he's just chillaxing in the pool and taking it easy. And then he says, hey, do you got some cake in there? Can you bring me some cake? Because if God commanded somebody to take care of you, wouldn't you think they would have something to take care of you with? But you keep trying to figure out how God's going to do it. And you keep missing the miracle of who God's going to do it through. God did not command her because she had stuff. God commanded her because she had obedience. And she was willing to obey the word of the prophet and move when he said, you bring me a piece of bread first. Sometimes God's answers don't look like what we had in mind. In other words, God may use someone to bless you who looks like they don't have anything, but their act of obedience may be the result of overflow taking place in your life. But God always gives unusual strategies to gain unusual victories. Bring me a piece of bread. And her response, I don't have any bread. The woman could only see what she did not have. Here is the goal of the enemy. He wants you to focus on what you don't have, what you used to have, and what you wish you had. What I don't have, what I used to have, what I wish I had. I'm believing for an unusual offering. Well, Pastor, I don't have it. Well, Pastor, we used to have it, but there's been a setback. Well, if I only had it, Pastor. And you have completely lost sight of what's in your hand. All God needs to bless you is what you have. God never asks you for what you don't have. Anything He's asked you for, it's already within reach. What do you have? She didn't realize the ingredients for her miracle were already in her midst. What do you have? I've only got a little. But you know what I've noticed? Rarely does a seed start out big. Most seeds are small. But as somebody said, in an acorn, there's a forest of trees. Seeds always look little, and if it's in seed form right now, a seed never looks like much, but it contains everything that you need. Give what you have. Don't waste your time talking about what you don't have, because the exit from your need is a seed. But we have a scarcity mentality of God. We're going to run out. Yeah, but God, if I give this, I'm going to run out. And we love to play it safe. Help me out here real quick. Maddie, run up here and help me out real quick. We're going to play a game, musical chairs. Give me some music up here. Anybody remember the game of musical chairs? And that one punk kid that pulled the chair out from under you and you smack your head, you remember that? So what we do is they're going to play some music. We're going to play some music, and we're going to go round the chairs. Then they're going to stop the music, and we got to sit down. Anybody familiar with musical chairs? You know this game, right? You got me something, Marcus? Here we go. Ready? Start the music. World. Here we go. Stop. Does anybody see anything wrong with this game? It doesn't take any faith to play musical chairs when there's more chairs than people. But you let me pull one of these chairs out. And now, play it, Marcus. Stop! Oh. Still, Still, no faith required. You'll never see kids play musical chairs like this because there's still too many chairs, more chairs than there is people. Well, how about now? Woo! It's getting tough, right? Bengals would love odds like this. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Stop! See, now we've reached the place of comfort. We can play this game all day long and never run out because there is equal chairs as there is people. But what if God says, Eric, it's unusual Sunday, and I want you to sow something you've never sowed before. Yeah, but God, I'm real comfortable right now. You know, God, I'm just going through everyday life. Everyday life is kind of normal. I don't really have to exercise faith at all in life. God, it's just every day I come home, I know I got a chair. And what if God says, give away the chair? Yeah, I don't know about that, God. But it's the instruction I choose to obey that determines the miracle that I receive. And so what God does is he says, now give this last chair. Give this chair away. And now guess what's happening? Now I got to walk by faith. And now I got to walk hearing God. Play music. So now I got to hear. But then, you ready? The music stops. Play to win, Maddie. And here's where the devil gets you. See, you never should have given. That church was just out for your money. And the devil is so focused on getting this one little thing you had left and making you think you lost it all. But when this happens, the Holy Ghost is going to tap you on the shoulder and say, I didn't take your chairs away. I just moved them. You stay. But now I'm walking around my blessing and I ain't got no devil to bother me. Because God has blessed me in a place that the devil can't touch it. Now God has provided in a place where the devil can't take it. See, he said, I'm going to speak to the devourer and I'm going to rebuke the devourer. What has happened is God didn't take my blessing. He moved my blessing to a new there. And if I'll be faithful and follow his instruction, he's taking me to a place that the devil can't touch it. Somebody give Jesus a big praise in the house. Thank you. I'm coming to a close. We don't give what we have, not because we don't have it to give, but we fear what we won't have if we give it. You are focused on what you're losing, and you have no idea what you're gaining when you take that step of faith and sow. Here's the point. She did not have enough anyways. And her and her son were going to die. Do you think if God asks you for something, that if you hold on to it, you're going to do any better with it? We have believed God. Kim and I have believed God every step of our lives that we've been together. And this Tuesday, it'll be 14 years. 14 years. Isn't that awesome? Tuesday, 14 years. And I can remember those times where the devil sat down. I remember this one time, oh my goodness, what a moment this was. I had a rocking chair. And I sat down in that rocking chair. And I remember rocking back and forth, and I was going through the mail, and bill after bill after bill started showing up. And then all of a sudden, Kim, I'm not blaming Kim. I'm just saying she's the only other person in the house other than me at this time. I'm not blaming her though. But somebody threw away our real estate tax bill. You know, your real estate tax. That we had gotten that bill for half a year. She threw it away, so we got the whole bill with penalty. And I'm looking at it and I'm going, oh Lord, what are we going to do? And I remember sitting in this chair, and can I tell you, this was the devil's chair. And I was sitting in this chair going, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? And something hit me. And in this chair, I screamed out to the top of my lungs, money cometh. You say, that's unusual. It don't have to make sense to you. It worked for me. And I jumped up and I started walking around the family room. Money cometh. Money cometh. I went to the bottom of the stairs and I started yelling at Kim. She was upstairs. I said, Kim, come here. She came to the top of the stairs. She said, what is it? I said, shout, money coming. She went, money cometh, and walked back in the bedroom. I was very new to ministry. I didn't get a lot of invitations. But do you know, in that week, following that moment, I got 3 invitations, and one of them blessed me that we were able to pay the whole tax bill preaching one service. I don't have to explain to you how it works. I just know it works. And I've seen God do it when I'm willing to move. We've been faithful.